Yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
The technical flag Malik Jefferson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You think you gonna get this? Go. You think you gonna get this?
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, here we go.
They run. It's Gurley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
We don't want this.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This is taken at the 10. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nikel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check it out, Reed.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
22 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Let's go. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18, shedding through the defense. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Jones, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Corey Littleton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Natson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on and attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
shift.
First
Watch
and
the
10
shift.
at the 38-yard line.
Here's Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Ready, set.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, exit.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
All day, baby, all day. You young lady. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now Darnold. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Look at me. Zip.
He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom.
Pull it together. Check 52's the mic.
Big grip.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Check. Greystone, travel.
Watch out.
Fire.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, baby. Turnovers. Get that ball. Check.
You draw Corker.
Check.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
45, Mike. 45.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold stepping up. He's going to keep it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The LA offense next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
You're trapped. You're trapped. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Bravo. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Mike, check. 59.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket in?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long.
that's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Check, 59.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
59.
Go.
Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
On the set.
The Rams on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be third and 5. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Natson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Check it back. Check it.
61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Rams on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist.
Buzz.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give me something. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2.
They'll set up to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
59.
Just like that.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
52's the mic. It's a party.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
52's the mic, boy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Cooks. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Get up.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. 90.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54.
2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
45. Mike,
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
Hey, Haywood. 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Let's get it together, defense.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check, 59. Watch the curve. Here we go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Buccaneers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.